chord, segment, and circumference, all that things. Okay, so today we are going to see the part of circle. First of all, we will see all the related terms or the basic definitions related all these things, and then we will move further. So first of all, let us see what is a circle. A circle is a closed two-dimensional figure in which the set of all the points in the plane is equidistant from a given point called center. So what is a circle? It is a closed figure. As you can see, it is round in shape. It is two-dimensional. Okay, and the set of points means what? From a point, if you draw a circle, there is set of points which is in a proper manner so that they are equidistant. Means from center to that point, all the distance are same. So that is what a circle, a round closed figure. That is what we can say a circle, and which is having a center. Center means what? At the middle means there is a point from which if we take any distance to the above point, there that distance is same all around the circle. Okay, so let us move to the next definition. So what is the next definition? That is radius, a line segment connecting the center of a circle to any point on the circle itself. Okay, from center, we have seen that if a circle is there, then it consists of a center. Center means what? बीच में एक point होता है. At the center, there is a point from which if we draw any distance to the circle, then that distance is equidistance. Means it is same anywhere. If you draw it anywhere, it is same, and that distance is called as radius. A line segment connecting the center. Okay, a line segment is there which is connecting what? The center and to any point on the circle itself. जो circle है, whatever the circle is there, at that point if we draw any segment, then that segment is called as radius, and if we draw it anywhere, your radius is same. Next is diameter. A line segment having both the endpoints on the circle, which passes through the center and okay, which passes through the center. We will see up to this only right now. Okay, the same thing is here. The line segment, as if we have seen in radius, that it is also a line segment from center to the end point of the circle. Okay, to end मतलब last तक, center circle तक. Okay, same thing here, that a line segment having both the end points. रेडियस में क्या था कि 8 पॉइंट सर्कल सेंटर पे था, दूसरा पॉइंट सर्कल पे था, तो इतनी ही सेगमेंट को हम रेडियस बोलते थे. दैट मच ओनली. बट व्हाट इज द डायमीटर? इट इज the diameter which is having all both the end points on the circle. Both the endpoints, whatever the segment we are drawing, its endpoints lies on the circle and which passes through the center. Which passes through the center. Center में से जो line हम draw करेंगे, anywhere it is, wherever you want, there you can draw that line, but it should pass from the center. Okay, then that line is called as diameter, which passes through the center and is the largest chord of the circle, and it is called what? It is called the largest chord of the circle. Now what is a chord? Let us see here. Chord, a line segment whose endpoints lie on the circle. See here the difference between diameter and chord. Chord is also a line segment whose endpoints are on the circle. Okay, a line segment only, but whose endpoints lies on the circle. Any line, if we draw in between the circle, whose endpoints lie on the circle, that is called as a chord. Same thing in diameter also there, that its endpoints also lie on the circle. But what? The condition is it should be passed from the center. Then it is called as diameter. If a line segment pass through the center, then it is called as diameter, and only the endpoints lie on the circle, then it is called as chord. So diameter is called the largest chord of the circle, because more than that you cannot draw a chord whose endpoints lie on the circle. Afterwards it will go outside the circle. So diameter is called as the largest chord of the circle. So understood chord here. What is a chord? It is any line segment whose endpoints lie on the circle. Next is tangent. What is a tangent? A coplanar straight line touching the circle at a single point. Okay, so a tangent is a line which touches the circle at only one point. At only one point it touches the circle, then that line is called as tangent line. See here, we can see that this line is here which touches the circle at only one point. There you can draw tangent anywhere, wherever you want, there you can draw. Okay, so but it should pass only from one point. It should not pass from more than one point. Then point of contact means whatever the point, the line and circle uh, inscribe or intersect, that point is called as point of tangency, and this line is your tangent line. Okay, so the terms which are related here, that is chord and tangent. Next, what is an arc? Okay, arc means a part of a curve or the portion of a circle. As if you can see in the given diagram, below diagram, the purple line, this. Okay, ये this perch part, the AB part, only the purple line, you can see the cursor how it is moving from A to B, only that part is your arc. That part is your arc. Arc is a part of a curve or the portion of a circle. Okay, you can see it is a simple, a little bit portion of circle. It is not the complete curve. जो पूरा circle है, we are not taking the whole circle. Only we are taking a small portion or small part of that circle. An arc is a continuous piece of circle, and it is continuous also. As if we can see that we have not breaked it, that arc somewhere. From A, the continuous arc is there up to the section B. वो जो जहाँ पे B point है, whatever the points are there, A and B, we are taken a continuous arc. We have not taken any break, or we have not taken any slant in between that. So that is what your continuous piece of circle. This can be expressed as the letter AB. Okay, how it is expressed, the arc. Arc, how it is expressed? By capital letters A and B. If AB is given, you can write AB. If PQ is given, then you can write PQ. With a curved line above it. Above it, you have to draw a curved line such as, see here, we have shown here, the curved line is between AB. Both it consists of curved line. I did not find out the symbol, but I have shown it to A, but it is not exactly A, it is AB curved line. You can see in your textbook also AB how the curved line is given, how you are write that arc AB, and is read as and it is read as arc AB. कैसे बोलते हैं हम उसे? That is what your arc AB. Understood what is arc? Arc means a part of curve. Whatever the circle is there, if we take a small portion of that circle, then that portion is called the arc, and it is continuous. It is not breaked anywhere. Okay, it is not breaked, it is continuous, and we write it as AB upper curve, or and we read it as arc AB. We read it as arc AB. Okay, now there are two different points in arc, that is minor arc and major arc. Now what is minor arc and what is major arc? See here, minor arc, an arc created by a central angle less than 180 degree. Now what is central angle we will see further. First we will understood what is the minor arc. Okay, the minor arc is what? Simple, you have to consider that the angle it is less than 180 degree. Whatever the angle it is made at center, that angle if it is less than 180 degree, then that is called as minor arc. It can be named with 2 or 3 letters. Okay, it can be named with 2 or 3 letters. In diagram if you see here, see this diagram. Here is a circle whose center is A, BC is a arc, D is a point outside that arc. Okay, so here at lower side they have written measure of arc BC. See above how it is written arc BC, the complete curved line, okay, which is equal to 74 degrees, because at the center if you see there is 74 degrees. So whatever the measure of arc BC is there, that is your 74 degrees. So you can represent in 2 letters or 3 letters, as if you can see above also, measure of arc BDC is equal to 286, because a circle contains how much degree? It consists 360 degrees, and from 360 degrees if we minus 74 degrees, 286 degrees is remained. So this calculation part we will see afterwards, but what exactly I have to show you here, that any angle which is made at center which is less than 180, then it is called as minor arc, and the remaining portion is called as the major arc, because it is obviously greater than 180 degree. So here, what is minor arc and what is major arc? uh, huh, Minor arc AB, here in right figure you can see, right side figure, this is minor arc AB, the yellow portion, and the whatever portion is created if we join the center and point A and O and B. If we join and whatever the yellow part here we are getting, that yellow part is called as minor sector. जो भी हमें पार्ट मिल रहा है वहां पे उसे बोलते हैं माइनर सेक्टर. And the remaining portion, whatever the remaining portion which is shown in pink, that is called as major sector. And the arc created there, a major arc, that is your major arc, and BA, and minor arc AB, remaining part, like this. So major arc, an arc created by a central angle greater than 180 degree, named with 3 letters. So major arc mostly it is denoted by 3 letters. Minor arc can be denoted by 2 or 3 letters. Either we can write 2 letters, or if there is any point, then we can use 3 letters also. Okay. So this is what about your minor arc and major arc. So we have seen here arc. What is arc? Arc means the part of a curve or the portion of a circle, and it should be continuous. If it is continuous and it is a portion of a circle, then we are saying that the given whatever the thing is, that is the arc. Okay. Only it lies on the circumference also. Whatever the arc is there, that lies on the circumference of the circle. It does not lie inside the circle. It lies only on the circumference of the circle. Circumference, you know what is circumference? Whatever the outer part, outer line, whatever we are drawing, that outer line is what your circumference. See here, this outer line, whatever the outer line is there, that outer line is called the circumference of the circle. So it is only a small portion of a circumference of the circle, and it consists of minor arc and major arc. The arc which is made less than 180 degree, that is called as minor arc, and whatever the arc, remaining arc you can say, or which is greater than 180 degree, that is what your major arc. Sometimes there are two minor arcs and one major arc also. Whatever kind of examples are there, we will see further. Next is semicircular arc. Semicircular, the name states itself. Semicircular means what? Half of the circle. Okay. An arc created by a diameter. Now, what is diameter? Diameter is the segment whose endpoints lie on the circle and which passes through the center. Right? That diameter creates, which cuts the circle in exactly two parts. Barabar, if we draw a line segment from the center of the circle cuts exactly in two different parts. And as if we know that if straight line is there, whose straight line angle is what? Your 180 degree. So left hand side it will become 180 degree and right hand side it will become 180 degree. And a circle completes is of 360 degrees, right? So an arc created by a diameter which is exactly 180 degree. The term semicircle is sometimes used to refer a half disc. I so told you that is it cuts the circle in exactly two parts. So जो circle है वो cut अगर हो गया तो उसका क्या हो जाएगा? Half disc जैसा लगेगा. Whatever the green part is there, the dark green circle, if you can see, it becomes your disc type portion, right? Which is a two-dimensional geometric shape that also includes the diameter segment from one end to the arc to the other, as well as the interior points. Means what? It consists all the interior points and it is a geometric shape like a half circle. Okay? And it consists the diameter. Now see here, measure of arc ADB is 180 degree. In here they have given the points which lies on the circle. ADB and C is given. So here ADB is also 180 degree and ACB it is also 180 degree. The left and right portion both are what? Your 180 degree. That is called your semicircular arc. Okay, now we will see the central angle. What is central angle? In a plane, an angle whose vertex is the center of the circle is a central angle. If we draw any angle and whose vertex lie at the center, okay, in line or in other triangles we can draw any angle, okay, but here what is angle? Central angle, the angle which is made at center, that is what your central angle. ठीक है, जो center पे angle बनेगा उसे बोलेंगे हम central angle. And the arc made is equal measure of the angle. See here, the central angle is P, which is of 84 degrees. और उसके आगे जो arc बन रहा है, that is arc AB, that also becomes same, that is of 84 degrees. Minor arc, ठीक है, वहां पे जो minor arc बन रहा है सामने, उसके ही सामने, that measure is of how much? That is same, that is 84 degree. You can see at the left hand side, if measure of angle, okay, angle of APB is 84, then measure of arc AB is also becomes 84 degree. If angle is 84, then arc is also 84. If angle is of 90, then arc is of also 90. If angle is of 65, then arc is of again 65. Whatever the angle at the center, it is made up of mid, whatever the angle it is, then that same angle or the same value is of that arc which is formed there. If we join the center and the points, that PA and PB, if we join these points, so whatever the portion they are created, that angle is 84 and the same value is of that arc, that is AB. So this is what your central angle. Next is your inscribed angle. What is inscribed angle? Angle which is made on point of circle, then it is called inscribed angle. ठीक है, वो जो एंगल है वो सर्कल पे बनता है, not at the center. At center, if we are making any angle, then that is called as central angle. But if any angle is there which is made on the circle, point on any circle, then it is called as inscribed angle. See here, inscribed angle. Here A is your inscribed angle. If you see this figure properly, your A is given, that is inscribed angle, because that angle is made on the circle. That angle is made on the circle. As if you can see below the, let me take the spotlight here. O jo hai, that is your central angle. But whatever A is there, this A is called as the inscribed angle. This A is your inscribed angle, O is your central angle. The difference between this central angle and inscribed angle is this, that inscribed angle is made on the circle. If any point on circle it is made an angle, then that is called as inscribed angle. And if any angle which is formed at the center of the circle, then that is called as the central angle. Central angle, and it is half of its measure of its arc. Now see here, it is little bit different. It is what your half of its measure of its arc. अभी वहां पे जो arc बन रहा है, if we join that points, if this in this, if you can see here, whatever AB and AC we have joined there, तो वहां पे जो arc बन रहा है, whatever the arc is there, that becomes the double. That arc becomes the double. As if you can see below, measure of angle. Let me take the spotlight. Measure of angle CAB is equal to 70 degree. Where is CAB? CAB. CAB. So that angle A is how much? That is 70 degree. And that was only written here. Measure of angle CAB is equal to 70 degree. So whatever the arc, here जो arc बन रहा है BC, or this you can say as CB. Whatever the arc CB is prepared, it becomes how much? Double the angle. Double the angle. Measure of arc CB is equal to 140 degree. ये जो arc है CB, ये कितना बनेगा? Double हो जाएगा अपने inscribed angle से. So the value of this CB is how much? That is 140 degree. So it is very important to understand the difference between inscribed angle and central angle. Whatever the central angle is there, the value of central angle and the arc, that is same. Now see here, ये 70 है, angle A, B, CB कितना हो गया? 140 हो गया. If CB is 140 and if we join that OB and OC, the center points, so whatever this part is there, this becomes your minor sector. ये आर्क की वैल्यू हो गई 140. अगर ये आर्क की वैल्यू 140 है, तो अपना जो सेंटर है, सेंट्रल एंगल, whatever the central angle, that will also become of 140 degree. So if you get any one value, either A or O or this arc CB, then you can find all the values at the central angle also, inscribed angle also, and the arc also. Any one value if we get, you can write down all the values like this. Okay. Same thing here at point A. There is your inscribed angle, and here you can see whatever the CB they have taken, that is from the center of the circle, मतलब diameter है, तो उसकी value कितनी हो गई? 180 degrees हो गई. And A की value फिर क्या हो गई? 90 degree. If A is 90 degree, then measure of arc CB, that is semicircular arc, it will become, that is of 180 degrees. If A is 90, then arc CB is equal to 180 degrees, and central angle. What is the central angle is there? Angle COB, that will also become 180 degree. All will become same. This is the inscribed angle and central angle. Central angle, which is made up at the center, that is called as inscribed angle. That is called as central angle, sorry. And the angle which is made on the point of circle, okay, that is called as inscribed angle. And inscribed angle is half of your arc, or you can say the arc is double the inscribed angle. And angle, central angle and the arc form is what you are saying. Whatever the central angle and arc is there, they are your same, and inscribed angle is half of the arc, so called obtained arc, उसका क्या होता है, half होता है. Okay, very important point. Now we have to see the properties of chord of a circle. ठीक है, this is very very important. Now first property, the perpendicular drawn from the center of a circle to its chord bisects the chord. Abhi jo we have learned a chord. What is a chord? Chord is a line segment whose endpoints lie on the circle. ठीक है? Whose endpoints lie on the circle. Here AB is your chord. ठीक है? AB is your chord. हाँ. And you have to draw a perpendicular bisector from the center of the circle. तो O से लेकर हमने एक perpendicular bisector निकाला. तो क्या बोलती है प्रॉपर्टी? The property says the perpendicular drawn from the center of a circle to its chord bisects the chord. Bisect means what? It cuts the given chord in two equal parts. It cuts the given chord in two equal parts. Two equal parts means what? Whatever the distance between AD and DB, that is same. So the segment AD is equal to segment DB. Here it is written segment AD is equal to segment DB. The first property of chord of a circle states that the perpendicular drawn from the center of a circle to its chord bisects the chord. तो जहाँ से हम सेंटर से अगर हम एक परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर लेते हैं और chord पे डालेंगे, if you put it on chord, then it cuts the chord in exactly two equal parts. It cuts the chord in exactly two equal parts. Okay. This is the first property. So whatever, so what we get here, according to the diagram, if you go, if AB is chord, O is the center of the circle, and OD or OC, you can see, is the perpendicular bisector of chord AB at point D, then we can say that segment AD is equal to segment DB. Segment AD is equal to segment DB. Okay? And whatever the OC is there, now you can clearly see that OA, OB and OC is the radius of the circle. From the center, if we draw any line to the circle, to the point on a circle, then that line is called as the radius. So here OA, OC and OB is your radius. Radius of the circle. So the distance between OA, OB and OC, that is same. Okay? This is the first property of the chord. What is the second property? A segment joining the center of a circle and midpoint of its chord is perpendicular to the chord. First we will understood the half part. The segment joining the center and midpoint of chord. ठीक है? जो भी हम सेगमेंट निकालेंगे कहाँ से? कॉर्ड के मिड पॉइंट से और सेंटर से. So the distance, midpoint means what? If any segment is there and if you have to find its midpoint, then how we are finding it? either by using scale or by using a construction. We find out the midpoint. From that midpoint, if you draw any line to the center, okay, to the center, then it is perpendicular to the chord. That line segment which we have drawn from the midpoint to the center, that line is what your perpendicular. जो first property में था उसका ही उल्टा यहाँ पे दिया है. What was given in first property, that perpendicular drawn from the center of a circle to its chord bisects the chord. जो line segment है, if we draw perpendicular, if we draw from center to the chord AB, it is perpendicular. ठीक है. और यहाँ पे second में क्या दिया है, that whatever the line we are drawing from the midpoint to the center, that is what your perpendicular, that is what becomes your perpendicular. पहले में perpendicular दिया था and बोला था कि bisects करता है chord को, मतलब AD is equal to DB and उससे वो मिलता है, that we get here. And what here we get that OD is perpendicular on segment AB. See here, I have written here segment OD is perpendicular on segment AB. This vice versa we have to prove here, that OD is perpendicular, then AB is distributed as AD is equal to DB. And what second is given, that AD is equal to DB, then what we get, OD is what your perpendicular. If we draw any straight line from the center to the chord, from the midpoint of the chord, then that segment is what your perpendicular. So this is the very important properties of chord of a circle. On these properties only most of the part of circle is considered, because whenever a perpendicular is there, see here, if you can see, there is a right angle, not one, there is two right angles at point D. Let us take a pen. Okay, so here this is right angle, this is also a right angle. So at point D, you can see there are right angles and this becomes a triangle OAD, OBD. And if right angle triangle is there, so there we can use Pythagoras theorem. By using Pythagoras theorem, we have solved the many examples to find the length of the chord, to find the perpendicular, or the perpendicular and chord is given, you have to find out the radius. By using Pythagoras theorem, we have solved many of the examples. So this is the most important property of the circle. Sometimes it is given the perpendicular is drawn and which bisects the chord. We have to show that it bisects the chord. Sometimes what we have given, that the line midpoint is there, we have to draw a line. That line is perpendicular, that you have to show. So this is the property of chord. Next, arcs corresponding to the chord of circle. First one was about your chord part. Now this is your arc part. Arcs corresponding to the chord of a circle. If the measure of two arcs of a circle are same, then the two arcs are congruent. If the measure of two arcs, okay, there are two arcs, they have told us that there are two arcs, and whose measure means what, whatever the angle, central angle they have formed, they are congruent. Congruent means what, same. Then that if the measure of two arcs of circle are same, then two arcs are congruent. ठीक है, measure अगर same है, if their central angle is same, then that two arcs are also what, congruent. That only we have to say here, that if the central angle made up of one arc, that is 45 degree, and central angle made up of second arc, that is also 45 degree, then we can say that both the arcs are congruent. Means arc AB, if you can see in the given diagram, that there is central angle AOB. O is not given there, but at center we will consider it as O. That measure of angle AOB is how much given to us, that is 45 degrees, and measure of angle DOC, that is also 45 degrees. The central angle is if 45 degrees, then we know that in minor arcs the same angle is or the same value is of the arc. So the arc measure of arc AB is also 45 degrees, and measure of arc DC is also 45 degrees. So if both the arcs have same value, then what we will say, that both the arcs are congruent. दोनों arc जो है वो क्या है, congruent है. So this is the most important property of arcs. And what we have seen about the chords, both are very very important properties you have to remember. So we will take a short revision on the properties of chord and properties of circle, or we can take from central angle, because central angle is also very important, because which is made at center, that angle is what your central angle, and the value of central angle and the arc made by that angle, that arc and the central angle is same. So measure of angle APB is equal to, if it is 84 degrees, then measure of arc, central angle and arc is different. So here understand that part properly, that measure of central angle APB is 84, then measure of arc AB, whatever the arc there is formed on the circle, that is also of measure 84 degrees. Then inscribed angle, inscribed angle is what your, the angle which is made upon the point of circle, then it is called inscribed angle, and it is what, half of the measure of its arc. जो भी arc form होता है उसका क्या होता है, वो half होता है. If it is half, or we can say whatever the inscribed angle is so called form is, if it is 70, then the arc so called form, that is CB, that becomes double, or it is twice the inscribed angle. So if inscribed angle is of 70 measure, the arc so called form CB, that becomes 140. Similarly here in the next, if inscribed angle is of 90 degree, then whatever the arc is there, that becomes of 180 degrees, that becomes of 180 degrees. And next is what your properties of chord of a circle. So in which first property is there, perpendicular drawn from the center of a circle to its chord bisects the chord. If we draw any perpendicular from the center, okay, from the center to the chord, then what we are having, that is perpendicular is what, bisects the chord. जो भी chord दी है हमें, उसे क्या करता है, वो bisect करता है. And if line segment is joined from the midpoint of the chord to the center, ठीक है, midpoint से center तक अगर हम कोई line draw कर रहे हैं, तो that line becomes what, your perpendicular. So here we can see that segment AD is equal to segment DB if a perpendicular is drawn, and if AD is equal to DB, then OD is your perpendicular segment on AB. This is the property of chord of a circle. And what is about the arcs? Arcs corresponding to the chord of a circle. Okay? So if the measure of two arcs of a circle are same, then the two arcs are congruent. Okay? So if the arc is same, central angle, if it is 45 of both the arcs which is made there, so arc whatever AB and DC is there, that is also your same, that is arc AB is equal to 45, arc BC is also 45, and whatever the chord is made there, if we draw a line like this, if we draw a line from D to C and a line from A to B like this. Okay, if we draw a chord from A to B, then these two chords are also congruent. These two chords are also congruent. Congruent means what? We have seen in last lecture also congruent triangles, about congruent triangles. I have told you there, if we put both the triangles on each other, we will get exactly the same. उसमें कुछ भी कम ज्यादा नहीं होगा, वो same होंगे, exactly same. So similarly, if we put this arc, if we take this arc and put on the other, that AOB or COD, this arc if we take and put over AB, then that arc and this arc sector, whatever the sectors there are, minor sectors are formed, they becomes congruent. वो क्या है? Same है. तो वहां पे जो हम line draw करेंगे CD and AB, that chord are also congruent. The chord drawn from the congruent arcs that are congruent. Chord drawn congruent if the measure of two arcs of circle are same, then two arcs are congruent. Arcs and congruent, then if we take the one arc and put on the other, they become same. There is no difference in between them. So if we draw AB and CD, a segment, that segment is called as chord, because endpoints of the chord lie on the chord, lie on the circle. So AB and CD becomes also equal, because arc corresponding to the chord of a circle, they becomes congruent. If two arcs are congruent, then its central angle, its arc, its chord, all are also congruent. Okay. So thank you. Here we have completed the whatever the basics definitions related to circle. First circle, then radius, diameter, chord, tangent. Then we have seen about arcs, minor arcs, major arc, semicircular arc. Then we have seen inscribed angle, central angle, and the properties of chords and arcs. So this is what the basics you need for solving whatever we are going to see the 9th standard circle chapter. In that you need all these basics. You should remember all these things. The properties are very, very important of the chord that you have to remember, and the same revision we will take while starting the circle chapter in 9th, when we are going to start our 9th syllabus. Okay, Almas ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, I have completed my lecture.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.